You guys asked for it. Diamond coin for the StarSeries Budapest Major 2025 in the making. I have had no less than gold the last 7 or 8 majors, so I feel somewhat comfortable that I can do this for you. Maybe not, we'll see. It's gonna be a wild one. Obviously, you have all the teams right here. Legacy, FaZe Clan, Gamer Legion, Bait, Fnatic, Paravision, Imperial Esports, NIP, FlyQuest, Linvision, M80, Fluxo, Red Candidates, The Hunts, NRG, and Rare Atom. It's not going to be easy, especially in stage 1. It's like warming up into it, right? A lot of these teams we don't see that often. A lot of these teams are not prone to win the major, not even get into the playoff. There's only a few of these teams I actually believe will make it far. However, let's go through it. Obviously, teams are playing each other in the opening matchup. We know that. But from that point onwards, it can change depending on who wins, who loses, etc., etc. So it's very hard to predict all the way. I will say, despite FaZe having struggled as of late, I feel their route to potentially get what I would consider a relatively easy route to become a 3-0 team. I believe in it. I believe they will. I believe they will. They have to beat in the first game. I think it's Linvision. Easy peasy. Second game, likely they're facing NIP. Could be a close game. It's a best of 1 as well. But I think FaZe Clan is a pretty safe bet to put up here. Now, who's the other 3-0 team going to be? I feel like there's a couple of different teams that could be. I'm looking at a Legacy. I'm looking at a Gamer Legion. Fnatic, not really, you know. And here's my issue, right? Do I want to gamble? Do I want to gamble and be like, okay, I'm going to pick someone who I actually think go 3-0? Or do I want to play it safe and be like, it's more likely that one of the favorites will lose one game and then make it as a 3-1 team? Because you don't get any points unless they go 3-0. I think, personally, Legacy is playing FlyQuest in the opening game in a best of 1. They could lose that. That's a ballsy pick. You know what? I'm gonna go all in this time around. I think Gamer Legion is a quality team, and I think they can go 3-0. I think they're good enough to go 3-0. I would have put Legacy in there as well, but we'll put Legacy to go through. I also think it's almost a given at this point that Fnatic will go through. I think they're good enough for that. I think they've been stepping up as of late. I think NIP is obvious as well. And that leaves not that many teams left for that. But before that, I think we should talk 0-3. Who's likely to get eliminated first from the major? I feel like when you look at that, you're looking at some of the bottom-ranked teams here as well. Red Candidates, as of late, no bueno. NRG, don't really know what you can expect of those. Fluxo, no bueno. The thing is, in the opening matchup, you're having a Fnatic versus Red Candidates. I believe that Fnatic will win that 100%. Then you could look at a Fluxo versus Red Candidate in the 0-1 game. Who's going to win that one? Fluxo or Red Candidate? I feel like that's a tough one. It's impossible to tell. So that's a bit of a gamble. Red Atom, the Hans. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I think it's most likely. I would say it's most likely that we have Red Candidates down there in the mix somehow, some way. I don't really believe in them, despite it being a bit of a gamble. Rare Atom, I think, is also going to be in that conversation because their opening game is going to be against Imperial. I think they'll lose that. Then they maybe play FlyQuest in the second round. If FlyQuest lose the opening game versus Legacy, I think they'll lose that. So I think Rare Atom is a team I have to put in here. Even though I don't really like it. I don't really want it. I don't know. It's so hard to predict this because it's stage 1. You know, it's nearly impossible. Red Candidates, Rare Atom, they could face each other in an 0-3 game. There's a likelihood that those two teams are facing each other. So again, do you go for the gold? Already up here, I gambled quite a lot by putting two teams that is probably more worth being put down here in a sense. So I think, given that I've gambled up here quite a lot already, I'm going to put Red Candidates next to Rare Atom. I think there's a great likelihood that one of these two teams will end in an 0-2 game. And if they both do, there's a likelihood they play each other, which guarantees us 1 point. So that's my reasoning. It could easily have been the Hunts as well. NRG, Fluxus in that department. I don't think any of these teams are. I think these are more combating to get through, to be honest. So I only really see 5 teams in the mix. NRG, Rare Atom, Red Candidates, the Hunts, and Fluxo. But we're going with this. We're going with this. So that means I have to find 3 more teams who are advancing at the major. 3 more teams advancing to stage 2. Bait is the 3rd seeded team. I'll be likely to say they're going to go through. I think they will. I think they're better than Imperial. I think they're better than Paravision. And again, there's some experience with these guys. You cannot discredit Imperial as well. FlyQuest. I feel FlyQuest have been so disappointing, you know, in their major runs, but they should be good enough to make it, no? Bait, I think they have it. FlyQuest, I think they have it. M80 realistically, you'd believe that they would be good enough, right? M80. The results doesn't look that impressive as of late. Linvision, do I believe in them? Not really, to be honest. I mean, they'll win a couple of games, but I also think they'll lose a couple of games. Paravision, I do believe in that, you know. I kind of do believe in that experience. Yeah, I'm going to go with Paravision. That leaves out Imperial, Linvision, M80, Fluxo. It's these three, like Imperial, Linvision, M80. Do I believe any of them are going to make it? Not really, to be honest. Not really. Yeah. I think this is it. I think these are going to be my pickups. So there you have it. You want a diamond coin or a guaranteed gold, unless I mess up? Here's your answer.